The Lavender Song, the Lavender Song. They had said, how had they said a fact? Well, it was unclear who said it anyhow, but mention of this fact came up again and again. The interview clips, and peopled squares on the internet repeating the idiom, itself surfacing like the kraken of truth. The saying was something like, what is on the internet will last forever. Of course, that is unlikely, especially when the net has only been accessible since sometime in the 20th century, the brainchild of inventors designing what we know as cyberspace. I'm not educated about the subject too hot. Can it be that the people who think my internet material will last forever mean that since the universe is an eternal, unmoving block, the internet happening once for a window of time would then last forever, like one concentrated activity? Because then all things last forever once. Believers certainly don't mean linear time when they say this, yet the internet is perceived by us hot bodies as if what is recorded there is going to last or matter. Hilarious. Ironic, says I, philosophizing, because I do not think the internet is going to last forever. Enough people will wisen up on and off the internet to make content that will steer one back into their days in the place where there is oxygen. It will remain a tool, not an ecosystem. To inspect, we have the case of Barry Hubris, who heard the saying and now is thinking to himself, the internet will last forever. The idea reoccurred to him daily. The internet will last forever. And he was one of those people who like the new technology of the digital age, fascinated by hardware from the BlackBerry to the B-Watch. So the internet will last forever was a fact when he was fast talking. Internet is spectacle. Despite my 2 cents, Barry Hubris would not be changed by a wannabe old man sitting in his room on a hot spring day. Us neighbors in the Franklin Street building are connected, loving, maturing, staying limited, hydrated, and wise in the summer. And that's even if we don't talk online. Things Barry and I had in common were access to FiOS and appreciation for music. But we differ because Barry liked hip-hop and pop country music, and I like hip-hop and anything but pop country music. Anyhow, being inclined to believe in the unperishing nature of all things digital, Barry also liked music made from artificial intelligence. He was most excited in his room when he learned about the AI World Music Contest. People from across the earth participated in the song contest, save for the kids in places where people spent more time having fun climbing trees and swimming in rivers, or those who just like the same old tunes. Actually, most people in the world did not participate in the contest, which was promised to generate the most clicks of all time. Composers are making a buzz. AI songs with computer-generated voices from pop stars arrived. Some people like the music. I've heard a few cool songs. Barry drummed his fingers on his table while eating a hot plate of macaroni, determined to be a critic of the AI world music. Last Monday, Barry H. sat inside, feeling alone under the sun in our populous, bustling neighborhood, like he had never sat on the grass, and he himself sampled every new track that appeared for the contest as if he were the judge, but a strange sort of judge, one who sits inside and types on a new typewriter and picks his nose. And I don't mean strange to be unfairly nitpicky. Heck, I have been encouraged to keep being strange, and I picked my nose 25 minutes ago. I find it strange that he thought he really had a say in the AI World Music Contest hashtag. Boy, did he ideate. He has been following the contest for 2 days. That is a very long time nowadays. And then Barry Hubris heard it, a smash hit, the Lavender Song. The song was made with AI by user Komodo and began, a burr burr burr, a burr burr burr. Barry listened to it 30 times in one day, and he listened to it in his head as he laid in bed and tried to sleep. This is before brain chips, mind you. And I saw him walking by while listening to a burr burr burr, a burr 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 from a bean radio. I sat outside to sit down patiently with the rest of the neighborhood and not extinguish the species on painful terms due to some harebrained Frankenstein complex. Less is more. Barry played that AI-generated smash hit, The Lavender Song, from dusk till dawn, while he brushed his teeth, while he took in the woes of his girl over the phone. Then he stopped brushing his teeth and just played the song. They say, them, the ones who also believe the internet content will last forever, thus we must be sure to appease the haters and censors before we take action outside with the living in peace. That the user at Komodo made the perfect song with the Lavender Song. But this decision came out much, much later, 6 days later, which nowadays is apparently a good amount of time to establish the best or the most superlatives. Barry argued for the Lavender Song to family as a conversation starter, and he referenced it to anyone he encountered during his day as if the Lavender Song was very relevant. The song was so infectious that Barry H. heard the rhythm in his head for 40 hours straight once. Then last night he went outside in the bare moonlight, and one of those earth dogs attacked his leg. The dog bit off and chewed one leg, then his arm and another leg, and with his one hand, Barry Hubris pulled his torso toward his phone, bleeding on the dirt as the earth dog pissed against a tree. The finger of Barry's crawling hand pressed the screen to play it once more. A burr burr burr, a burr burr burr. The Lavender Song, the greatest thing that AI gave. Man, I am no professional about the whole time as linear or time as flow debate, but I met someone who is well versed. A professor of the philosophy of time from the University of Edinburgh. Alistair Richmond is his name. For recreation, he liked to make top hats with clocks on the rims in his garage. I watched him demonstrate the finer points of the debate in a classroom, time as linear or time as flow, but I don't know what he was saying, really. I was just auditing and did not stay with the subject for the whole semester. During the class I did attend, Professor Richmond was walking to the window to stick out his head and talk about what would happen if a car exploded down the street, and how a mouse and a bowling ball falling from the roof would fall at the same rate, regardless of weight.